Hi, everybody. Welcome to the University of Nicosia. My name is Cynthia Fromaglu. I'm from the Distance Learning Department. I'm going to give you a presentation today of the most important tools you'll be using at the university, especially now, being we're starting on Monday. You need to know all these different tools that we'll be using for you to do all your courses at the university. Basically, I'm going to give you a quick summary of our Moodle. Our Moodle platform is, I'm going to show you how you navigate it. We have a dashboard with your courses, calendar, upcoming events that could happen at the university, whether they're online, because we have lots of webinars that are conducted online, and some providing we're under the proper protocol of the university with the safety protocol. There may be some events happening here at the university. In your Moodle platform, you will be receiving various notifications and messages, whether that be from any of the relevant departments here, and moreover, more importantly, whether you're going to collect messages from your lecturers for your courses. You all have a profile, just like you have your social media. You have your profile on the platform. You can upload your photos, update any information, whether you've changed an email, so you collect your messages from us, the lecturers, or from various departments at the university. And we're going to go through a sample course so you know what to expect. I also said to the Greek group, and I will tell you as well, should there be something you're not sure about, I prefer it if you raise your hand and ask me there and then, because if I leave it to the end of the presentation, you might forget your question or query. So I think it's best you tell me while I'm presenting, just say, Cynthia, can I ask a very brief question about this? That way it stays fresh in your mind and we can solve it there and then. Okay, so what is Moodle? Basically, it's an online platform that facilitates the conventional courses, which are your face-to-face courses, and the distance learning courses. You will collect access once you have officially registered with the university. Through the platform, you will have all your material where you will be viewing different assessments, lectures, assignments, and your final exam. Notice that everything that us lecturers teach you, the information is on this platform. Now, even though we start on Monday, it's the first time after 5 semesters, we're all coming back to face-to-face lessons. We no longer use the old way where we give you handouts and you take your notes. So everything is done online to avoid this situation. So when you go into your classes, providing you've got a computer there or not, or your lecturer might say, this material that I'm presenting to you now is on the first week of your lesson. Please log on, look at the material. You can download them on your computer, so that way you can always revise and go back to your material so you know what's happening. Providing and seeing how the situation goes in Cyprus. If in any case we are forced to go online, whether there's a case in your class, whether your lecturer has a case or they're ill, everything will be switched automatically online. Don't panic. I'm going to show you what the procedure is, what to expect should we all be forced to go online, or even for yourself if it happens. So don't worry, everything's provided there for you. We've done it for 5 months, 5 semesters, so we're quite used to the system. And for the distance learning, I've been working for them for more than, how many years now? 13 years. So we've got excellent experience with the leaders on the online and distance learning platforms. So what is the distance learning online Moodle information that we use? It's a learning management system. Basically, it's one of the most popular ones used around the world. I'm sure you've all heard of Zoom. It's a little bit more formal than that, because this is purely for us to facilitate the lectures and professionally show online what students can do. And of course, we'll be having the teleconferencing, which I'll show you another presentation about that. Over 90 million users use this system of the Moodle platform. It's currently available 3 languages. We have Greek, German, and English. most technology can be used. So if you've all got your smartphones, if by a chance you do not have a computer with you, you can always log on to your smartphone. It's compatible, or your tablets, most computers. There's no particular software that's required to run the Moodle. All you need is internet. Okay, if you've got very slow access, follow up on somewhere. If you're at the UNIC halls or somewhere and it's a little bit slow, make sure you've got good access to the internet. And of course, we've got Wi-Fi at the university, so it should be okay. Okay, how do you get access to your Moodle platform? Now, when you receive an email onto your UNIC mail, which is the at.live.unic.ac.cy, there you'll also get your username and password. Basically, it's the same username and password that you have for your portal. I'm sure you've also had your presentation for the UNIC portal. Yeah? Fantastic. So all of our different websites, everything is married together. So whatever website you're on, you can always get access to either or all of these websites. Okay, so if you do forget the website, don't worry, just go onto the UNIC website, it's there. Go onto the portal, it's there. So, as I said, the UNIC, the Moodle platform can be accessed from the University of Nicosia and from the UNIC portal. There's our websites there. This is the University of Nicosia website. Obviously, we have the different portals there, as you can see. The UNIC portal and the Moodle one. So it will open up a new window and you can log on there. If you do go onto your portal of the university, all you have to do, student ID, password, press sign in, and you will log into the system, select on the menu, the academic, and there it is there. And it will open a new tab of the Moodle platform. What browser do we recommend? Chrome, Firefox, Edge. Now, some who use Macs, if you're having an issue, please follow, check and that your browser is working. If it's not working, you can contact the computer center here at the university. It's on the first floor of the main building. You can give them a call, perhaps download some other browser to help that it works, but make sure you test pilot it. Preferably do it this weekend because classes go live on Monday. Just to reassure you that you've got access and you know how to log on. How do we log on? Very, very simple. Here it is here, our username, password. And if you do happen to forget the password, I'm going to show you what you do there. You can easily type in courses.unic.ac.cy. All you need to do is input your username and password and press log in. Should you have lost your password, whether it be for the portal or this, because we said it's the same, or you might even change them, you can always press the lost password option. What happens here? All you need to do is put in your username, which is your student identification. And there it is there. Press in search. It will send an email to your account and you can then update it. Worst case scenario, it's not working. This is our contact details, dl.it.unic.ac.cy. That's also our telephone numbers. You contact the distance learning for all this. We're the ones that are in charge of all of the Moodle access, should you happen to have lost access. We're open from 9 in the morning until 9 at night. So hopefully within those time brackets, you can find us. Now, once you log onto the Moodle platform, the first and the most important thing that that opens up is our news. Generally, it's information letting you know what's going on at the university. Perfect example here. I have an example of updates. If we do have updates of the Moodle platform, it might be unavailable. You will see it here. More importantly, on Monday, we go live. So all of your courses will appear on Monday. So if you log in now, you won't see your courses yet. Monday, we go live. The front page of the Moodle contains 4 important things, which is the course settings, the list of your courses, and the main menu. It's some other useful information, which we'll have a look at quickly now. This is what your courses will look like. You will see these pretty little blocks with all the little courses appearing. What's really good about this, you can also go to My Courses, which is on the left-hand panel here on the menu. You will see all your courses. When we go live on Monday, it's in progress. Now, as you stay at the university, the longer you're here, next semester, you can see your previous courses. Should you say, I did something on the previous semester, a project, I want to have a look at that. You can go back and have a look, or you might have seen a video that might trigger memory and you want to re-look at that. You can always go back to view any of your previous courses. As the semester ends, future courses will appear. Again, they go live generally when we start the university. Okay. Profile. Just like you've all got your lovely little social media here as well. You can upload a picture of yourself. You can update also, should there be an error with your name or an email, you can change that at any time. And more importantly, you can also change your password. Bear in mind, if you do change your password on the Moodle platform, it's completely different to what happens to the portal. The portal remains the same. So remember, if you change it here, that's only for Moodle. It will not change the portal one, okay? Editing our profile. Basically, on the top right-hand side of the Moodle platform is your profile. Here's an example of myself. And here, you can press edit the profile. You can update your email. I have the university email here. Should you want to put another email that you're more consistent with, should you want to get notifications on your phones and you want that specific email to give you that notification, you can change it. Bear in mind, when you do change your email, it will also affect any of the information your lecturers will be sending to you, okay? Pressing the edit profile, you'll also have the option to change your password, like I said. So remember, write it down, put it on memory, put a little safe password on your phone just to remember it as well, if you want to keep them separate. When you do that, press Save Changes. Forum preferences. What is this exactly? Yes, of course.
So basically, I understand that you can change your password on Moodle. It does not affect the UNIC portal password.
No, that's separate.
If you change password on UNIC portal, is it going to affect Moodle a little bit?
Not that I know of, because once you've changed your password there, it's going to be separate there. It should not affect this one. This one is separate. They're two separate. We always give the same, so it's consistent for you, so it remains in your memory. But if you change on either one of the websites something different, just like you had a Facebook or your Instagram, if you change your password on either of those, you've got to do it on both. Okay? If you have any problems, like I said, the UNIC portal, I think it's the computer center, the IT department, they will give you an update of that. And if it happens with us as well, you just contact the distance learning. Even if you call the main office, which is 22841500, they'll give you our contact numbers as well. But of course, if you go on the website, you'll find all our contact numbers. Plus, I'm the only Cynthia at the university, so you can easily find me as well. Even though I'm senior management, I'll always give you contact numbers for anybody that wants something. Okay. So what's this forum preferences? You might be saying that you're getting a lot of emails for everything, and you think, I don't want to get any emails about that. Again, that's your responsibility. You have the option. You can take that option off when you come here to the change your preferences, that you don't want to have so many emails bombarding you, whether you're submitting some grades or submitting some projects, or even posting something. If you don't want to have all these messages, you can change the notification. So you need to do a little bit of trial and error if you want to change that. Personally, I've never changed any of the preferences. I've left it by default because I don't want to miss collecting information from my students and whether they're going to be, they want some feedback from myself. But we do have this option because Moodle is a platform that's very flexible. So that's why we allow. You've got the option, a single email per post, a daily email of full posts, and daily email with subjects only. So you have the choice to experiment with that. Resources and activities. Basically, this is all the information that we'll be providing for you. Now, for example, because I teach computers at the university, even though we are face-to-face, on Monday when I enter my class, all of my students, I want them to log on. I want them to have their Moodle open because I will be doing in-class coursework with them. So we no longer are going to be providing any printouts. Of course, it's fantastic. We're also being good to our environment. So everything is on there. You'll be doing all your projects, coursework, case studies, even your midterms. It will be more or less online. Some might still want to have a little bit of the old way. That we'll see as the time goes on. But again, we're under strict protocols with the COVID protocol. So we've been informed everything's online. So that's why it's so important for you to maintain your ongoing connection with this. Okay, this is what it looks like. For example, these are our weekly forums. I'm going to go into detail and show you what the forums are. Assignments or projects. You have a little hand with a little piece of paper when you're going to submit your projects and assignments. We could be doing the examinations like that as well, where you'll upload them in class. If by any drastic reason we do go on lockdown, not that we're expecting it, but it could happen. I need you all to be aware of it, that you might be doing this online. And if it does happen, some of the courses we do have proctoral examinations. What are proctoral examinations? Basically, we need a microphone, a camera, of course, internet, because we monitor the student while they're doing their examination. So that way we know that it's you. You've got to have your cameras on. And when I show you the Webex teleconferencing system, I'll go into a little bit more detail about that too. These are your quizzes. That's what it looks like there with a little tick. We have a lot of quizzes we do online. It could be multiple choice, short answers, true and false. Some of them even are essays. Quizzes, they could be under some sort of time frame. You might only have an hour to do an examination of a quiz, and you will see the instructions on that as well. And I will show you now what it will look like. So basically, there are two types of forums we'll be using. There is one in your course, which is the general discussion. What is this? For example, even whether I'm online or face-to-face, I always inform my students what to expect every week. So I post, welcome, of course. First week, this is the material we'll be covering today. This is what you're expected to do this week. You have the whole week to complete this coursework, and you might have some discussions you're not sure about. You can always post. I collect the emails from you as well. I reply. I've also informed in faculty as I give them presentations for the Moodle. I always tell them, please reply within 48 hours to the students. So if you see you've hadn't had a reply from the lecturer, give it a little bit of time. You can also send messages which goes direct to them as well. And again, we get a notification. You can discuss different things about the course and topics. And then we also have our Q&As. Q&As, two types of Q&As I've also told lecturers to you is the single question. Now, what is that? Again, in face-to-face lessons, we have participation with everybody like we are now. I have a question regarding my first topic of my course material that I'm giving everybody, and we discuss in class. Basically here, we keep a log. We have a discussion of the first week, let's say, and everybody replies. So it actually encourages people to work a little bit more, because when you're in a face-to-face class, sometimes people switch off. Yeah? You get a bit tired, you get a bit bored, you might fall asleep. Whereas when you're online, you have to reply. So this is why we're getting really good interaction. In all my years that I've been doing everything online, it's a lot more effective. We've seen the students are more interaction, and it's very, very clear of what they need to do, and you know what to expect in your course. Secondly, Q&As, we might have more than 2 questions. So you'll see no responses. However, you need to actually participate in the Q&As. Once you post your first answer of the Q&As, then you're going to see the response of everybody else. Now, being online, we also have the issue, some people have, might be a little bit weary of posting something. You can reply privately, okay? So if you think, I want to reply to this post, but I don't want anybody to see it, only my lecturer, you have the option to reply privately, okay? So it's so flexible, the Moodle platform, that we've tried to fill everybody's needs. What if this? What if this? And over the years, with all these Q&As that we've received feedback from people we've seen, it's the right of one person. I mean, you won't want to reply and you don't want other students seeing. You might feel a little bit, not so confident. Reply privately. Okay, so I will show you how to do that as well. This is what it looks like. Basically, you will answer here with a subject and reply for the Q&As, and you can post to the forum. Now, if you've made a mistake and you think, oh my goodness, I forgot to add something, you can always edit. You've got 30 minutes to edit any of your posts. That way you can go back and make your changes. Some courses have weekly posts. That is also part of your course assessment. Okay, so check with the course outline of your lecturer. Should you have a weekly post that must have some sort of, you're going to get some sort of submission for that, a course grade for that. This is what they look like. So you will see everybody's response here, and you will see how you can then also reply, delete, edit. And when you actually post, it'll have a reminder, 30 minutes you can edit at any time. Assignments. Now, like I said before, should we have chaos and everything goes back online? No problem. We've been doing it for so long. Everything is great. Everything is easy. All you have to do is submit your assignments online. Now, it's important when you submit your assignments, even if you're going to do, we've been advised not to have collaborative groups. However, online we can have groups. So you might not physically meet with your co-student to do a coursework, but you can do it online. We can inform lecturers. You can separate your groups, have group A, group B, group C, and you can work with your coursework and upload information there. When you submit, if you want feedback from your lecturer, we advise first to make it as a draft. Why? Lecturer can send it back to you, give you their feedback, and then submit final. Because if you submit a final and you've made an error, you're going to have to get permission from your lecturer. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Please, can you unsubmit it and make it as a draft so I can make some changes? Because this does happen. In reality, we want feedback from our lecturer. We want to know that what we're submitting is correct. We want to know that we're meeting that criteria. We want to get the best mark, obviously. So getting that feedback, submit it first as a draft and then submit a final.
So when it's a draft, the lecturer can still see it?
Of course, yes. And we still get emails, so there's not a problem there. And you just tell the lecturer, I want your feedback before I make it my final. Okay? So that's the activity there of assignment. This is what it looks like. This is what you will press, add submission. Okay, you will also get comments from your lecturers. There's two types of comments that we actually give. We give in line with the actual presentation. We can also submit even some other files to assist you. Should we think that, maybe this file will help my student, I'll submit them this. So you can have all that information as well. All you have to do, click and drag here. Save changes. You can also, if you do not have the window open of submitting your file, you can use the file picker where you will, choose the file, uploading it, and upload this file. That's how you'll do it. So there's two ways. Either you have the window open where you click and drag, or you press the file picker where you can upload a file, browse your computer, and upload the file like that manually. So it's very flexible. And of course, we have videos. I have a YouTube channel. If you search for DL University of Nicosia, you'll find my YouTube channel where you can see where all this information is available. Plus, I think we're also going to provide all these presentations online, and you can get access to it as well. And again, you Google Cynthia, you find me. Even if you just put my name, Cynthia, for the whole of Google, I don't know why, but I'm easy to find. So, quizzes. What happens with a quiz? Some of your lecturers may be a bit challenging to put your quiz online, so they might give you a time frame. What happens in that time frame is also a time limit. So here, for example, they'll say, okay, I'm going to give you a quiz. You're not going to do it in class. You're going to go home and do it. which is fair enough. You go home, you do the quiz online. There's an example of some dates. There's a time limit. Once you attempt quiz now, the clock starts ticking. Now, we have had in the past, and obviously through lockdowns, we have had cases, internet was lost, electricity was lost. We also go back, we watch the log. If they have actually answered 1 or 2 questions, which is justifiable, we then give an attempt for the quiz. So if anything goes wrong, because anything can happen with technology, do not be afraid. You just inform your lecturer, send them a message, send them an email. I've lost internet. I've only got access on my 4G on my phone. I don't have internet, Wi-Fi. Please, Mr. I need to do it again. If you've got a valid reason, obviously. If worst case scenario, you've been exposed and you're in lockdown, or you're ill and you can't do the examination, providing you provide this information to your lecturer, obviously they'll be given a flexibility there as well. We just hope that doesn't happen. But of course, over lockdowns, because everybody was home, even if they had COVID, they were still doing their work. Anyway, we just hope that doesn't happen. We're trying to be positive. So there's the quiz there. This is what it looks like. There's 2 types of quizzes you will see. You might see all the questions on one page, which is this example that I have here. There's 40 questions, and you will see them being answered here. This is a multiple choice example. Once you start answering, you'll see the time clock ticking. Also, maybe on your phones, put the time clock on so you know, because some of my lecturers do have quizzes that goes for 10 minutes, and you've got 20 questions. So you've got 30 seconds per question, okay? Okay, but we have to do this. We're obliged to do this because we need to challenge you. We don't want you opening up the internet and getting the answers from the internet. We're testing you. So this is the way we test you. You might have question page by page. If anything, you panic, you're like, oh my God, did I answer the questions? Don't worry. The final step of our quizzes are when you're going to submit. It's actually going to tell you. There's a list of all the questions, and it will tell you what you didn't answer. So if you haven't answered something, you just come back there, press the numbers, and you go back and you start again. And there's the time clock there, always telling you. If you want to return to the temp, you can go through the whole thing again, slowly. But before you submit, this last page will always appear. So don't panic. Even if it's a lot of questions, you won't lose control of what's happening. You can always check. This is like a final checklist, basically. When you're happy with everything that you've answered, even if you want to re-answer a question, if you're not sure, you can do that as well. Submit and finish. Once you submit and finish, it's done. Now, we also said, should there for any reason something happen, we're flexible. Providing you have a valid reason that you could not complete the quiz, contact your lecturer, let them know. We can give you the attempt again, but it has to be a valid reason. Okay. So that's what I have for the Moodle, and then we're going to show you Webex. This is our contact telephone numbers for the distance learning. We have many assistants that can help you. If you are struggling, you can't get your computer to work or something's happening for the Moodle platform or for Webex, all of our assistants also have TeamViewer. We can log onto your computers and assist you there as well. These are our contact telephone numbers and dl.it@unic.ac.cy. We try to reply within 48 hours as well, should any disaster happen. Okay, so that's basically from the Moodle that I'm going to show you now, and I'm going to show you our Webex system. Before I move on to Webex, do we have any questions? Yeah, you guys are all excited for Monday? Yeah? You're all happy to be out of distance learning online and coming back? I mean, basically, we're all going to be here physically, but we are still going to use all these tools because they're fantastic. It's the best way. It's ongoing.
I just have one question about the Q&A thing we were talking about.
Yep.
When you answer, can people also see your name, like if it's a public response?
If it's public, yes, they'll see your name.
Okay.
Yeah. Only when it's private, they won't see any response.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to log onto it now so you can see what to expect. Okay, so this is what to expect. Now I'm going to log on as a lecturer because I have two accounts, an admin account and a lecturer's account. When you log in, this is what you will see. Now, there's the most important message of the day. 421 courses available as of Monday, 27th of September. So when you leave today and you want to check your account, nothing will appear. So don't panic. Monday, we go live. Still, some lecturers are working on their material. We've still got a lot of admin to do. I'm working all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to prepare everything, basically, because we all want to make sure everything runs smoothly. Okay. When you log on, you've got your little calendar here as well. You'll see highlights. Again, it won't show now because we're not live yet. It'll show live as of Monday. Any of your submissions, should they be a assignment or a quiz, you will see them highlighted, and you just scroll each month. You will see where you will go there to see all of your submissions. Here we can change the language. Like I said, it's only in 3 languages available. Should you want to change the language, I don't think so, but just in case, that's it. Eventually, there'll be more languages as the time goes on, but again, we're using this platform. It's not created by the university. We don't take responsibility for the languages, but if it does happen, maybe one day they might put even Russian, they might put some other language that's with Chinese, anything. Left-hand side, our dashboard. When we come to our dashboard, scrolling down, there's our recently accessed courses. So you'll see the course that you recently opened. If you've registered for 4 or 5 courses, whichever one you opened up most recent will appear here. And you can scroll left and right here. Course overview, what happens here? As you stay at the university, as you progress, the following semester, whatever you did this semester, you can go back and view. All you have to do is go to your past and you can scroll down and view all the courses you had in the previous semester. You might have submitted something you think is really important for another course that you're taking. You might have seen something that you want to refresh your memory, anything it could be. So we've got access to do that as well at any time. In progress, as of Monday, your courses will all appear here. And of course, you will have future ones. Again, they will not be available until they're made live. On the left-hand side, there's our calendar we can see in big screen. And as I said, as you start viewing different courses, again, it's not shown because it's not live yet. You can see here anything that's been done in the past. Should you want to see something, let me see if I can see something in my other courses. It will show, it might not show. Let's see here. No, they've been taken out because we're so many hundreds of online here. It might not show everything. I've got to come to the anyhow. This is, you'll see them highlighted here, so you can just log on and see if there's a quiz or is there a particular submission. Now, we have a very small 50 megabyte up to 100 megabyte little files that you can also upload, click and drag here. Useful because I haven't been in the office and I haven't been using my little USBs at all. So if you want to present something, put it on your Moodle. As long as it's between 50 to 100 megabyte, you can upload it here and then you can present in your class. So you don't have to run around trying to find USBs as well, but it has to be small. If it's larger than 100 megabyte, we won't be able to put it up here because we're talking with so many online. Okay, but we do have that option. On the left-hand side panel, you will see all your courses that are currently running. And we said on the top right-hand panel is your dashboard, profile, the grades. The grades are quite important because you will see what you're collecting from each course. If you want to see what did I get for one project, and you will view them here. profile, updating your profile, edit profile. If I'm going too fast, slow me down. Messages. Now, as you can see, my little friend up here with number 6, that's where I'll see my messages. So should you have a private message from your lecturer, you will see it there. You can open up all the message bank like this and see what you've collected. Again, you can get private messages as well, so you can see that option there. And I will just show you my course very quickly, just so you can get an idea of what it looks like. So I'm going to go in past to show you a course. This is what it looks like for you. Basically, you'll have the name of your course. There's your weekly forum that you will see. So I'm just going to go quickly in here because I want you to see how to do the private ones. Okay. Because I use this because I'm with all my students, I want you to see there's an assignment I put up for them. And there I remind my students, reminder, do your assignment. Da, 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 da. Now, if I reply, when you press the reply button, there it is there. See the option? Reply privately. Okay, we're online. So it's by rights, we want that flexibility. So if you want to reply private, you don't want anybody to see, that's where you will go to do it. Tell your lecturer, I just want my messages to you to be private. The lecturer will still grade you if they're grading Q&As or if they're grading just a single question, that's not a problem. But you have that choice. Once you post, like if I'm just going to do a little test now, post, it will be there. Okay, you can also edit again the post. If you want to edit again, make your edit. You can put attachments and you just press save changes. Should you want to delete it, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say delete. Are you sure? Continue, and it will delete. If you've made a mistake, that's not a problem. Okay, so we need that flexibility. Going back quickly to the course before I finish this part of the presentations. Your course outlines are there. You will see the course outline, what to expect, what you need to do. Generally, this is what it looks like, your course outline, how to contact your lecturer, how to we're online here. There's the contact phone numbers. You have your objectives, learning outcomes. You have the content, etc. Here's your assessment. Really important to see your assessments. When you get into class, your lecturer will say, open up your Moodle platform, go to the course outline. You need to know what to expect. Are you going to have 50% examination? You're going to have a 20% examination. This is my example here. It has to have a weight of 100%. So I give them participation and presentation. Generally, participation, as we've been doing it online for the past 5 semesters, it's been our weekly forums where we've had our Q&As. Okay, so you will get your lecturers saying you need to participate. If you don't participate, that could affect your participation. There's the scaling grade, so you know what you're getting and you know what your GPA is going to be. You want to get that cum laude, summa cum laude. I got them. I'm happy. It's good. Get it in your pocket. Fantastic. All of our textbooks are available online. I'm sure they've given you a lecture. They're going to give you a lecture about the library online, so you can find that information here. And then you will have what to expect for your exam, for your actual weekly schedule. Okay, scrolling down, this is what it looks like. Week 1, you will have the date and your material. Okay, you'll have videos, and of course, we can monitor what you actually look at. And we monitor if you've gone online. So if you haven't gone online, I know it. So if you've got to have participation, you've got to do the work. Yes, we're back face-to-face, but all of our course material is on Moodle. So that's basically from me what to expect. This is what you will scroll down and look at everything. You've got quizzes, you've got tests, uploading things, exercises. Here's projects. Normally we have little flags for all of our material that we do post. As you can see, we try not to bombard with too much written text. As you can see, it's not a lot of written text. You've got to open up each individual activity and resource. Otherwise, if you saw all this text in front of you, you would panic. So we don't do that. We've designed it in a way where it's user-friendly and it's easy for you to actually read, monitor, and go back and study and do your revision. It's always there. What I do want to show you now is our Webex. So I'm going to move this over here because I'm going to use it in a moment. Do we have any questions before we move on to Webex? No? Okay. I'll be quick. I know you guys are hungry. I'm hungry too. Okay. Talibon. So again, there I am. Cynthia from Glue, distance learning. Who knows what Webex is? I've already got it on the screen, but what is it?
Like Zoom.
Like Zoom, yes. Now, the difference is with Webex, we have two types of Webex. Your teleconferencing system, microphone, camera, computer, tablets, iPhones, Androids, it works with everything. Now, we have two types. We have the Webex training and we have the Webex meetings. What's the difference? Our Webex training, it's a little bit more professional because we're also the leaders of distance learning in Europe and of Cyprus. We have a very professional system, so it's a little bit more professional the way the interface is. Webex is like Zoom, a little bit more personal. So, you see each other all in one little platform. Nice. You'll see the difference now. I'm going to show you both. So, like I said, it delivers an interactive and effective online training, a Webex training. And this, you can share your information as well, and you're also in a centralized space. So, if you, for whatever reason, need to stay home and work online from home, no problem. Your lecturer will be streaming live, and we've actually informed them to only use the Webex meeting. That way you can share your files with your lecturer, watch what's going on in the class, like what's happening here now with me, and you can always know what's happening, whether you're home or whether you come to the class for whatever reason. You need a valid reason. So what operating system do I need in browser? Basically here, Windows, Mac, this is what operating system works. Okay, these numbers might not work for you. You might think, okay, no, I don't know. Just go home, try it. Get online, you'll see. When the time comes on Monday, I'm preferably going to test pilot it with my students in class. I'm going to tell them, get on the Webex now. Let's get online. Make sure it works. Make sure they know what to do, whether we are going to stream or not. I need to make sure that they know how to use it. But over the years, everybody's gotten used to the way of life of working with Zoom, working with Webex. We all know what to expect with teleconferencing. It's become part of our lives. This is the minimum requirements. I won't read them all because it's a lot of terminology you might not know of. Browser support for Windows and Mac. Again, all these presentations we're presenting, I think they're going to make it available for you should you want to go back and check it. If you're having issues, you want support, every single browser has their own support. You can also just Google that, whether it be Chrome, Zone, whatever. Internet Explorer, do not use. No, we've had some issues with that. I tell my students, don't use it. It's just, I don't know. It's like a dinosaur for me, so don't. Try and put Chrome, Firefox. Like Safari might work, okay. If you're having issues, get in touch with us, get in touch with the computer center, we'll fix it. How do I attend a Webex session? So simple, very simple. In the course, I'm going to show you my example as well. My Webex session, what do I look for? You're going to have the course general information. I'm going to go back and show you. You log into your platform, log into the course. Every course is individual. All you have to do is find this little guy. You see him? Here's the little logo for the Webex. Okay. Once you press that, all you have to do, you see the time and press start. That's it. So simple. When you do that, there's one small thing that will be required, which is the Webex plugin. Again, very, very simple. Automatically, you should get these steps. It's 2 steps. Add Webex to Chrome. Now, if you've blocked, you've got the blocker on top of your browser, unblock it. It should come up, generally comes up on the top left-hand side, unblock your browser. If you're still having issues with that, again, contact us. You should get the second step, which is add to Chrome here. Okay. Once you've done that, you can also, there's maybe another step where you add the extension. Then you're logged in. This is what you will see for training. Now, you might not see this one, okay? However, I'm obliged to inform you of this one as well, because over the last 5 semesters, we've had lecturers that have used only training. They're used to that. So if they do, you might see this interface. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's just a little bit more professional, the interface. That's all. If you see this interface, I'm going to explain it to you now. The first thing it's going to ask you is adjusting your volume. So you got to test. Can you hear? Can they hear you? So play with the volume. Generally, when you go on the training, your camera and microphone are switched off. Now, you can understand why that's normal. We wouldn't want to open up like a Zoom, and I've had many of my colleagues who use Zoom in other organizations. People log on to the courses, and you've got random people logging on with their cameras, with their microphones. No, this won't happen here. This is a little bit more professional. It's more organized. It won't happen. Once you log on, you've also got your access to the camera and microphone. In the trainings, like I said, it doesn't work. However, your lecturer, when there is a time when we're going to answer Q&As, or they're going to tell you, yep, you can all speak now, your lecturer will give you access to put on your microphones. And they're right there. Okay. The lecturer is the host. You always see them up the top. And should you want to ask a question, there's your little hand, raising the hand. You just put that up and we get a ding, we get a little sound straight away. So we know you've got a question. And of course, every time anybody adds chats, again, it comes up on the screen. So when it's a lot of students, it can be a little bit overwhelming. Okay, and I always tell everybody, I'm trying to answer all your questions slowly. I give my time. I then go back and I look at all the questions and I try to reply. Now, again, because we're dealing online, you can respond privately to your lecturer. You just press down on the little send to, and you will see in brackets private. So you can send a message to your lecturer privately. It could be something that you say, you know, Mister, I've got to go, something private, personal's happened, I must leave. I don't know. Or it could be, you know, I didn't understand that previous lecture you said, please say it again. I mean, it's your right if you want to ask for something private, correct? So you have that choice again. Press send and it's gone. Now, Webex meeting, exactly like Zoom. It's a little bit more personal. Basically, when everybody logs on to the meetings, everybody's here. So you will see everybody. And again, if we do exams, what I was doing with my exams, I had it open. I could see everybody. So I could see anybody, what they were doing at all time, and I had to monitor them. It's my job. Of course, I've got when they log in, their name here. Now the difference here, because it's a little bit more user friendly, you've got larger icons to unmute and start your videos. And because it's a little bit more personal, there's your share button. So should you want to share something with your lecturer, maybe it is a course where it's very interactive, where you want to show some material that's really important for you to share with your lecturer, share it. You press the share button, you just share screen like I'm doing here. Okay. If you want to leave the meeting, there's your little button there to leave the meeting. On the right-hand side is all the participants. So it's a little bit more easier to view. The other one's very professional, but you might have it. So I'm obliged to show you both. There's our chat. So if you want to chat, you can send a message. Again, you can chat privately, not a problem. So that's our information for our Webex. I think I've got one old one I'm going to show you just so you can get an idea. Let me just go back and find it. Okay. There it is there. Basically, this is what we had. So we had the course information here, and here I had instructions for the final examination. If we do have that, because we could have that, if we are going online and maybe we still are face-to-face and you're going to upload your examinations in class, this is what you will see. You will have different groups. I had to have 2 different groups, and it might happen now because of the protocols of the university and social distancing. You might be in 2 groups. Each group will have access to uploading their final exams. You will see the dates and what you're allowed to upload and at what time. Okay, this is our Webex. All you do is press that. Okay, but like I said, I'm going to test pilot it with my students. I'm going to make sure that it's working. So when I go into my class, I'm going to have my Webex ready for all of my courses. Test pilot it, make sure that they all know what to do, and I'll even tell them, go home, test it, make sure it works. Okay, so that's basically all from me. Thank you so much for joining today. I wish you all the best. Enjoy your journey here at the university. I hope we have a really good semester. I hope it's successful. I hope we're all safe. I hope nothing happens and we're all here. Life goes back to normal as much as we can. I know we have to wear our masks, but we need to all stay safe. Okay. Thank you so much. Good luck.